Welcome to spring at Backyard Gardening Australia. We're going to go through a walk through the garden today and just give you a general garden update of how everything is going. So come along for the journey. Spring is well and truly here and the flowers are just bursting every day with more colours. That bearded iris has just come out over the past day. I'm really enjoying all the splashes of different colour within this garden. Check out that bearded iris which has just come out in flower. Looks amazing. Couldn't resist this blueberry daisy that I bought the other day as well. Looks amazing. Check out the red flowers on this pineapple, sage. Can't remember the name of this flower. I'll go back and have a look and I'll post it down below what it's called, but loving it too. Check out this little daisy. Loving its little burnt colours. There's a little early morning visitor down in here, little bee, working his way on some of those salvias there. I set up my fruit fly trap the other day for the donut peach here, but it hasn't got any flowers on it as yet. And actually, I lie. There we go, 2 flowers for the donut peach. Ice cream bean tree is looking well and cranking along well. Can't wait to see that get up taller. Cocoa magnolia has started to flower. I think the garden's going to look awesome. This weekend we have our son's birthday. I think we have something munching on all our flowers. Oh, there's one of the culprits, snails. They have been bad this year. This week or next week I'll come through and I'll be pruning this 2-year-old capsicum back, and hopefully it will come back for a 3rd year in a row. Coming up into the veggie patch, I pruned off a branch to the olive tree which went out that way. It's made this area, given us a heap more sunlight and feels so much more open. I've managed to also hopefully finish this pathway now. As you can see, I've planted a whole row of alyssiums out there, and over this side lobelia, which I think is going to look awesome. Be like a carpet of alyssium over this side. I think it's going to look amazing. This salvia here is looking amazing. The kitchen garden is coming along very well. In fact, coming up this week I'll do a video of us picking a few of these lettuces to thin them out, and we'll make some wraps to enjoy them. And as I say, we're having some snail or slug problems. As you can see, the tamarillos up there, holes throughout their whole leaves. But we got some more tamarillos down here. The eggplant that I transplanted last year, there was 2 of them. The second one did not survive. It's down there as a stick. But this one's already got flowers on it, so it means we should start getting some early eggplants. The banana palm, I'll probably come through and give that a bit of a prune and a tidy up and a big feed and get it on its way with its season. The feijoa, no flowers yet, but I can imagine it's only going to be within the next couple of weeks and we'll see them. I actually need to get a fruit fly trap set up over here. Mulberry tree has got plenty of little fruit on it. Again, probably needed to give it a good feed also. I think I need to give it a bit of a clean up down here. Still got stacks of seedlings around the place. I kind of overplanted them. They were lobelia, this is aquagelius. Then over here we have got more alyssium, beetroot. This is my dragon fruit plant after pruning it back. There might be 1 or 2 more branches I'll come through and remove because we got splits in one over there. But this might all change. Not sure what I'm going to do here yet. Check out the asparagus. I have changed the asparagus. They were in a long bed here, and I've made 2 wicking beds for the asparagus here. I'm just letting them fern this year and possibly next year, but they are cranking along, doing really well. I've planted out my Atherton raspberry, made a little wicking pot here and planted it out, looking amazing. I need to put a trellis all the way along the wall here, so all the berry plants have got something to hang on to. The view from the other side of these asparagus beds. The salvia and calendula is just making this bed look amazing. Beetroot is doing really well. In fact, most of it is ready for picking. We're going to make a big bunch of pickled beetroot. After removing all of my brassicas, cauliflowers and that, I have planted some onions I had, and then I've sown, I think it's 5 rows of corn, which I think they're almost all up now. Germination rate has been really well. Our son actually came out and helped me plant the seeds, and I was teaching him to count, and some holes have got 4 in it and some have got 2, so it'll be good, because in the places where they haven't grown, like here and here, which I'll give a couple more days, I'll transplant those other ones out. Nothing on the pears yet. Again, I can imagine it'll only be a couple of days before we see some flowers. These here are the apples. There's a bit of a bud swelling there, so we will see how they go. The quince has woken up. I think these will be flowers, but yeah, it's looking good. Now, I don't know if you can see on the floor here, we have got a problem. These heritage raspberries, which I had in this wicking bed here, which I wanted contained because they're hard to control. Obviously somewhere along the place, some of it's leaked out, and we have got heritage raspberry growth everywhere. I will be potting these up and putting them in pots for people, but I'm going to have to replace this wicking bed. No signs of any flowers yet on this. I think it's a youngberry, but again, only in the matter of a couple of days and we'll be seeing them. The peanut tree, plenty signs of little new growth in there, but no flowers yet. Nice little orb spider there. Davidson plum has got plenty of new growth on it. The Okea plum has flowered and finished, but the Satsuma we're still waiting on. So yeah, they're supposed to flower at the same time for cross-pollination, but really obviously hasn't happened. The garlic is looking really well. The elephant garlic has put on some massive size, and don't get me wrong, they've still got way more to go. Might have to come through and prune a few of these leaves off, and I need to do a bit of a weed through it and give it a lot of feed. Also got some self-seeded tomatoes which I've let go in the back there, and we already have flowers on it. And check out the sweet pea. I just pulled these cucumbers and zucchinis and pumpkins out of the greenhouse because they were doing so well and have gotten a bit leggy. Just gave them a light feed yesterday with some power feed, but they are looking amazing. Carrots, we're getting through them. They're going really well. I actually cannot believe the size of some of these carrots. Like, they are just, for example, there's my hand. These things are just huge. Beetroot are going well. Somehow we've got a silver beet, a Swiss charge in the middle. The leeks are doing quite well here. I need to give them a weed and a nice feed as well. Check out the flowers on the citrus this year. I have never seen this amount of flowers on our citrus ever. I have also put out our citrus leaf miner traps to hopefully prevent them. I've got 2 of them over here. Still, these are Caracara oranges, we're still picking them. And I just spotted something here. Aphids. Don't want them taking over, that's for sure. But yeah, the lemon and oranges are looking amazing. We've got fruit setting on our yellow cherry guava. Some slightly larger ones up the top there. They're always a welcome fruit. That is a fruit fly trap and gall wash trap. Yellow cherry guava, red strawberry guava. It's got plenty of good growth on it. I'll probably come through and prune these up and eventually grow this up here. Pepino, I've taken a heap of cuttings around the place because I want to shift it from here. Blood orange, I've decided that's probably going to move from here as well because I'm going to change and extend the filtration for the aquaponics. Blueberries are starting to flower. Starting to see a couple little shoots on top of the figs. Heaps of new growth on our citrus here, which that one's a mandarin. Gooseberry is starting to put some growth on, and this is another orange. And can't get it to focus. A little growth on the fig. Already got some little blueberries setting. I think I need to weed the pot. Got a couple of broccoli still over here to pick, but not much happening over here. I tried Brussels sprouts this year. We've got some here, but not sure what's really happening with them. Yeah, at least I know we can grow them. I think it's been too warm a year, but yeah, we'll be picking those very soon and eating them. Beetroot again all needs harvest, and like I say, somehow we got a rainbow chard seed mixed up in our beetroot, but that's not a problem. Still got cabbages, which we have got masses of white fly on, as you can see, eggs everywhere, but they'll be getting picked in the next couple of days, so not too worried. Eggplants are already out. We've got leeks, spring onions, massive basil. I've turned this bed into a massive herb bed for summer because I want to experiment more with herbs over summer. Fish are all doing well down there, eating like crazy. There are peas galore on the kids' pea vines, but the wind has taken to the plants and they've gotten a bit leggy and fallen over. On this side of the aquaponics, we've got celery. This was a self-seeded tomato which I planted out. Some basil. Sort of got a plan to do tomatoes, basil like I got tomatoes, celery, and then I'll probably push a tomato in here and push this celery over here. Oh, look what's in the middle there. Slug and slug. I've removed a heap of stuff from here, and I will be converting this to Dutch buckets in the future. Also playing with a few things with the aquaponics there. Bit of dodgy wiring, but don't look at that. In this area this year for growing, I'm going to put tomato on the end, and then I'll be putting things like eggplants in the middle here, and then there'll be another tomato on the end. Same here, tomato on the end, tomato on that end where I can easily get to it, and the rest will be filled with other things. Sweet potatoes, I got some good new growth coming on them after getting attacked by caterpillars. Doing really well. Chili is coming back again. We've got a bunch of new self-seeded ones. I will try and prune this off, but I think that's the 4th year. If it comes back, it'll be the 4th year that it's lived. The greenhouse is full of eggplants and tomatoes and more tomatoes and tomatoes, which are looking amazing. So within the next week, I'll be ordering some mulch for the garden, and then I've just got to plant out all those seeds. The zucchinis and cucumbers will get planted this week, and the pumpkins probably a fortnight from now. Thin out some of those other vegetables, and then tomatoes hopefully by the end of September will be in the ground and ready to go. So September is a really busy month for us, as we've got kids' birthdays, wedding anniversary on the 15th, and lots of other families' birthdays. So September is a really busy month and a really hard month for us. And we also have the garden, which is busy in that month because it's spring, weeds grow really fast. You've got to plant everything out as well. So September is a really busy month. So hope you enjoyed the update, and stay tuned for October's update.